English. Why and how? Question. What is this homepage about?
Welcome to my homepage. As a new high school student, you have many new things to achieve. One of them will be to improve your English. English learners today pick up the language much better than those who tried to study it 30 or 40 years ago. That is because many teachers and professors have done research to find better ways of learning English. Now, we know how to guide students in the right direction. On this homepage, you will find many ideas which can help you learn English better and more easily.
Question. What are the 3 advantages of knowing English?
To become a better language learner, the first thing to ask yourself is, do I really want to learn this language? People who are interested in different languages and cultures usually learn them better than those who aren't. If you are not sure, it might help to take a few minutes to think about it. There are many advantages to being a fluent English speaker. First, you can meet and converse with people from different countries. English has become a common language in the world. Even if you meet a Chinese or a European person, you might communicate with each other in English. Second, do you know that about 85% of the information on the internet is in English? That's right. A person who cannot use English is very limited in the computer age. That fact alone might be enough to motivate you. Third, many common jobs depend on some level of English ability. Computer programmers, business people, and even some musicians have one thing in common. They need English at work.
Question. How can you take advantage of your situation?
Another thing you can do is to look at your situation and see your strong points. By realizing these points, you can use them better. First, you are young. That is great for learning a language. Children and teenagers usually learn English better and have better pronunciation than older people. So, it's best to hurry up and not put off learning. Second, you have already learned a great deal of vocabulary and grammar. If you feel you cannot speak English at all, that's probably not true. Just use your words and grammar as well as you can. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. All non-native speakers make mistakes. Next, you are learning English in school. Imagine how hard it would be if you had no textbook and no teacher. Study what your teacher gives you and try to use English with your teacher whenever possible.
Question. What are some things you can do outside of class?
Now, let's think of how you can study English on your own. One way is to watch English programs on TV whenever you can. The TV can be your friend in learning English. In addition to many educational programs about English, there are often movies and news reports in English. Watching them can help you practice listening even if you do not understand everything at first. Of course, one excellent way to learn English is to practice with an English speaker outside of class. It would be good to keep your eyes open for an opportunity to do that. A good second choice is to practice with a friend. You can choose a topic and agree to talk about it in English for about 10 minutes. Or you can choose a dialogue and practice it together. You can also improve your English by writing to a pen pal. This can be done through the mail or the internet. Or, if you are not the outgoing type, you can choose a reading method. Native speakers do a lot of reading and get better at English. As a non-native speaker, you can also use this method to improve your English. Choose easy, interesting books or magazines. Try to avoid books which are too difficult or boring. If you find yourself looking up at the clock all the time, you should probably choose a different book. The topic or style of the book doesn't matter much. What matters is that you read as much as you can and that you enjoy learning the new words and expressions you come across. Reading can improve not only vocabulary, but also reading comprehension, writing, and speaking.
Question. What is your learning style?
Remember that there is no one best method of learning English. People learn in different ways. Some students carry around a notebook to put new words and expressions in. Later, they review what they learned. Others make mental notes of new expressions, repeating them silently to themselves until they learn them. Still, others talk to themselves in English about things they see or hear during the day. Whichever style of learning you choose, it is important to practice daily and not give up. I hope you'll find these tips helpful in using your time wisely. Good luck and have fun with English!